Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to show y'all how to make ramen noodles. Now, this isn't going to be a real difficult tutorial for many people, but I think a lot can still learn from it, and it'll be very useful. So let's get right into it. Now, for our equipment, our tools, we have our ramen pack, dry ramen, and it's optional which flavor you get. I prefer chicken. You can get whatever, but it is, a utensil of any kind. I have this plastic spoon, preferably metal, but it won't really change anything too much, and a bowl, and also a pot, a medium-sized pot, and right now I have it filled with water, but we'll get that in a moment. We will not leave the lid either. So we have all our tools and everything, and I think this is aimed towards, people like me, students here, but really anybody can use this. So firstly, we're going to fill this pot up with water. Now I already filled it up with water just for the sake of time, but you'll fill it up about halfway, just the amount that this will be fully submersed into it. Then, if I can do this with one hand, we're going to open it, take out the spice pack. You do not want to boil that would be really bad, but we're going to take the noodles and put it into the water. If we can, kind of tough with one hand, and make sure it's fully submerged. And it should take about, I think, around 2-3 minutes for it to completely soften and boil, but we're going to wait on that. Make sure we have everything together. Now, there are a couple optional things that I like to do, but don't really have access to right now. Like, you can add fish oil to your water, which really sounds interesting, right? You could add many things to your broth, such as spices, anything else to enhance the flavor. But we're just doing a basic textbook borderline tutorial, Then you could go from there and add whatever you want to add. This is going well. Make sure it doesn't boil over, obviously, but we're going to wait till they are completely dispersed. It is not a brick shape anymore. We want the noodles soft, al dente, if you will, soft to the bite, and we will come back when these are completely ready. All right. So these are getting near done. You can see them breaking apart. I just want to get a couple things ready now. For this next step, you can have a strainer, which helps, but the choice is up to you. Now the thing is, if you prefer to have broth or no broth in your ramen, I kind of prefer not, but for the sake of this video, we will do a little bit, just a little bit, but not all of it. We'll strain out most of it, where the strainer comes in. Now I don't have one with me, but you can make do without one. I think we'll be fine, honestly. You just gotta make sure not to burn yourself. It's very hot, Wanna make sure this is all ready. But yeah, strain into the sink. Don't wanna lose any of the noodles, but you wanna save some of this water in here. If we can do it with this spoon, I should have got a fork, to be honest. That's tough. Well, you could get a fork, take one of these noodles out and try them to see if they are up to your cooking standards, and if they're truly ready. I think we can give this a couple more seconds. I want to make sure you have this ready, your bowl too. Your bowl. You no longer need the packet. You can throw this away. There's no need rules on here. You will be using my rules. This should be about ready. We're not going to worry too much if it isn't completely cooked. It'll still cook after you pour it out. We're going to take it over to the sink, and actually, maybe I can do this with one hand. Be tough. It'd be a lot easier with 2 hands, but you know, we make do here. Don't want to lose none of that. I'm gonna save some of this though. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. Make sure to turn off the oven. And now, you could either put your spice packet into the bowl or the pot first, but we'll put it into the bowl first just for handiness. Pour that all into the bowl. Set aside your pot. You want to let that sit there. It's going to be hot. You just want to let it cool down. Now that's where we get our spice packet. Open that up. And put that all in there. You can do a partial amount of the packet, you know. They're really salty if you don't like salt. But we're going for the full flavor, you know. We don't go halfsies. Make sure we get all of that. Throw it away. And we want to mix this up as best as possible. We're going to do this on a table. I only got one hand, but trying to get that up as best as possible. And for this, we're just about done. But there are another more optional things you could do, such as adding butter to this, which I like to do if I have no broth in it. Makes it taste better in my opinion, add some flavor. It makes it easier to mix the spice around if it's with no broth at all. Usually it'd be pretty hard without that, but I think we got that stirred up at just amount. And there's your bowl of noodles. There's a lot of things you can add to this for flavor, salt, pepper. Maybe not any more salt, because that has a lot of salt in it already, but that's pretty much your basic ramen noodles, you know? Basic rules. And yeah, thank you. See you later.